Okay, so I had a situation the other day where the missus sent me a text saying the car was making a whirring noise. That generally means the power steering pump in this vehicle, and the culprit is generally this plug here. This is the power steering switch. It stops it from keeping on trying to turn when you're on full lock or something like that, but they don't last long. Well, I shouldn't say that, because we bought the vehicle at 4 years old, and it was 14 years before the one in it failed. But then when we changed it, we found, just sitting on this cross member up here, a previous one that had been in there and been left there by the mechanic who changed it. But ever since then, it's just been a continual thing. Some of them last 2 years, some of them last 2 weeks. I've tried different ones from Repco, ones from eBay, ones from... I mean, I'm tempted to pay the $110 and buy one from Ford, but if it doesn't last any longer than the $30 one from Repco or the $40 one from a different part shop, is it really worth it? I don't know. Anyway, it's, as they say, simple but not easy. You need to disconnect it, which is very simple. You've got the spring there on the side. You see the spring clip. Try and get some focus there. And where is she? You push that spring in and it makes it release. And you can see quite clearly, well, maybe not in the video, but I can see quite clearly. And my oily hands won't make the screen any bigger. The oil coming out of the center of the switch, as it tends to run up the center of the switch. I don't know if you can see it from there, but there's a puddle of oil leaking under the vehicle. So I'm going to pull this off today and change it. The biggest issue with it is that, as you can see, even my shortest spanner, which is really quite short, just doesn't fit. Now, previously I've done this from underneath, but I think if I bend a spanner to fit it, I might be able to get it from at the top here. So I'm going to give that a try. Okay, so we'll just see if we can get this spanner to become the right shape. With the application have a little bit of heat and a little bit of force. Right, hopefully that's the right size. And into a bucket of water to cool down. Alright, so this is the spanner I've ended up with. I'm sure I'll get it on there now. I've just got to figure out some way to turn it. So there we are with the spanner in place. Yeah, like I said, now I've just got to figure some way to turn it. Okay, so a couple of taps with the hammer was all that was needed to get the little bugger loose. So just have to be very gentle taps, because it did jam that spanner in there, but still a lot easier getting it out this way than crawling underneath the car. Now we just pull this thing out. And there he is. Where we got him there? Yep. Yeah, as you can see, lots of oil coming up through the center of the switch. They seem to do this on a regular basis, as I said before. So we'll get our new one and stick it in. Right, so there's the new one fitted. I'll just flip this back on again. Had a bit of trouble there, but I realised I've got the plug. I'm holding it the wrong way round, so I can't see it and hold the camera at the same time. Where about that? There we go, on a nice and secure. Yeah, anyway, probably, like I say, simple but not easy. Hopefully with the tool I've made, if I have to do this once or twice, or once a year, or once every 2 years or so, it won't be quite so difficult. I suspect I'll probably modify the tool more and more as I require it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's a little bugger, and yeah, that's how you do the job. Ciao.